Hey guys, so today we're back with another episode of the most expensive hockey cards sold series. I've been in and out of the hobby for a while, but I love to check out the markets and see what the cards are going for, and how the big cards and superstar players' values fluctuate and usually rise over time. And of course, this is a unique time period where the hobby has really taken off, and some cards are selling for an unprecedented amount. So this video will take a look at the top 15 to 20 or so most expensive hockey cards sold on eBay in December 2020, with a mix of new and vintage cards, with some various rookies, autographs, and memorabilia pieces. And there is one special exception for this episode of a card sold that's not on eBay. Please note that this is not an exhaustive list, as of course there are many other marketplaces, but eBay is the one I will be using primarily for these videos. I simply looked at the highest priced cards that sold at some point during the month of December. For each we will look at all of the important details, like the date of sale, the type of sale, prices in both USD and Canadian, and more. Today's episode is also slightly different, as for the first time in the series, duplicate cards will just be grouped together with the highest valued card to reduce the repetitiveness. So let's get started. So the first card on the list today is one that many want for their collection, a 2005-06 SP Authentic Future Watch Auto of Alex Ovechkin, but not just any Future Watch, as this one is a PSA Gem Mint 10. The card looks immaculate and it commanded a really high price tag of $9,099 USD or $11,593 Canadian at an auction, so this is definitely a nice way to start off this month's episode. The second card complements the first, as one of Ovechkin's biggest one-on-one rivals has been this man, Sidney Crosby. This is another 2005-06 rookie, his Cup Gold Rainbow Rookie Patch Auto, numbered out of 87 and with a Beckett grade of 7.5. The subgrades were actually all pretty decent except for the corners. So 9 on centering, 9.5 edges, 9.5 surface, but the corners were a 7, which dragged down the card. The patch is also unfortunately just one color, all black. Still, it fetched a price of $9,288 US or $11,830 Canadian after 52 bids. Continuing with the theme of superstar rookies, next up is a 2013-14 The Cup RPA of Nathan MacKinnon with a nice 3-color patch and a Beckett grade of 9. MacKinnon was one of the shorter print rookies numbered out of 99 instead of the traditional 249 for the rookies that usually have less potential, and this one went for $9,855 US dollars or $12,552 Canadian. This is honestly a card where the value should keep rising as long as Nate the Great continues his superstar playing. Next up, we have a very interesting lot of the entire 1951 Parkhurst set. There were 105 cards, and nearly all of them were rookie cards, and the best part is these are all graded, so it looks like mostly KSA and PSA, averaging grades of between 3 to 6. This is a very cool set to have put together, and the price does reflect that, as the lot sold for $14,750 Canadian, which is also $11,649 US when converted. Next up is another very unique item, and the seller argues it's one of the rarest Wayne Gretzky rookie items available. That would be the 1979-80 o-pee-chee double blank back uncut double sheet. There are 2 sheets all intact, but there are some creases and a bit of stain on one corner. Of course, the Wayne Gretzky rookie card is also uncut in the middle of one of the sheets. The selling price was $15,000 Canadian, or a whopping $11,874 in USD for these rare sheets. In the 10 spot comes a familiar face, Connor McDavid. Here we have his 2015-16 Cup Foundations Rookie Patch Auto, numbered 5 of only 5. This is a fantastic card with quad patches that are all 2 and 3 colors. And to top it off, the card is graded a Beckett 9, which includes a 10 for surface. The selling price was a whopping $12,000 US or $15,283 Canadian for this awesome card. In the next spot, we have a cluster of not 1, not 2, but 5 1966 Topps Bobby Orr rookie cards. So 5 sold in December, and I'm clumping them together to avoid the repetitiveness. There were varying values from as low as $10,200 US or $12,991 Canadian for one graded at PSA 5, and the most expensive one was $45,650 US, which is a huge $58,000 Canadian, and that's for the PSA 8 version. So this card is clearly still one of the most coveted rookie cards out there, especially with its iconic design, with all 5 of these rookies combined selling for over $100,000 USD in the listings. As we get to the top few cards, Alex Ovechkin makes his second appearance on the list with his 05-06 The Cup RPA. Like the earlier Crosby, this one is the gold rainbow version, but because it's limited to his jersey, this one is way rarer. Instead of 87, this one is numbered 4 of just 8. The patch is 3 colors and looks very cool with one of the capital stars, and it also has a Beckett 8.5 grading, which is pretty decent for a thicker patch card. The selling price was a huge $50,100 US, which is equivalent to over $63,000 Canadian. The next highest card would be yet another rookie, the 1958 Topps Bobby Hull, graded a PSA 8 near mint to mint. The sale price was a massive $65,000 US, or almost 83,000 Canadian, but I do believe a best offer was accepted, so we don't know the exact value. All of these older rookie cards are very tough to find in immaculate condition, so that's the reason pretty much anything that's graded an 8 and above will sell for so much. Next up on the list was a familiar one, the 1979-80 Topps Wayne Gretzky rookie card. This one a pristine 10 grading. Now that would be an absolutely massive card, but the problem here is that the grading was done by Gem Elite, which is not one of the more reputable companies in the industry. Upon doing some research, they are legit, but many think they're just a fly-by-night grading company with very little reputation, and their grading really does nothing to increase the values of their cards. So this card sold for $75,000 US or 96,000 Canadian, and I don't doubt that it's in fantastic shape from the pictures provided, but it just doesn't carry the same value as a BGS or PSA graded equivalent. December also had many other Gretzky sales that would have made this list, with 9 rookie cards in total including this one, combining for a value of over $200,000 USD. The top card was by one exception not on eBay, and that's another Gretzky rookie, but this one is the holy grail as it's a PSA 10. So there are just 2 PSA 10 Gem Mint cards in existence right now, and this is one of them. If we look a little bit into the past, each December in the London, Ontario o-pee-chee factory, the images for each player card were printed onto long sheets, and then fed by hand through slicing machines, cutting the sheets into rows and then individual cards. The cards were packaged with some bubblegum and went into packs, and at the time in 1979, the entire box only cost 20 cents to purchase. There are estimates that when brand new, just 10% of the Gretzky rookies produced would have been a Gem Mint because of what's called the o-pee-chee cut. Quality wasn't of utmost importance at this time, so many cards were off-center, fuzzy, discolored, or cut with imperfections due to dull knives and human errors. So this Gretzky sold for $1.29 million USD or $1.64 million Canadian at Heritage Auctions, making it the most expensive hockey card ever sold. The combination of the legendary player, collectible boom with a pandemic, and extremely tough to find PSA 10 results in that crazy price. For comparison, the same card was sold in 2011 for $94,000 and then again in 2016 for $465,000. So over the 10-year span, or even just 5 years, that's quite a return on investment. So that's the end of this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed checking out some very expensive hockey cards with me today. Crazy stuff, and crazy to see the hobby taking off like this. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel for tons of hockey card videos and box breaks, and if you want more videos like this in the future, let me know. I'll see you guys in the next one.